It's great to be back with you again, Pastor Sally, on our weekly conversation. How are you today?
I am great. And how are you?
Great. A little chilly, but it's
It
supposed to
is.
warm up a little bit before the weekend, which reminds us that we will be doing outdoor worship this weekend um, at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. Uh, we are going to be celebrating Holy Trinity Sunday, as
Okay.
well as remembering Memorial Day through our prayers. And so we hope that it's supposed to be gorgeous weather again, about 65 degrees and sunshiny. So we look forward to doing that. Um, we did announce last week that there's going to be the city of Park Ridge, who has offered us a permit to be outside, has indicated that the permit that we have now will carry us through the end of June.
Okay.
But it will probably not be renewed because Illinois is going to be in phase 5, which basically is a return to normal. And so it looks like as of the end of June, we'll be needing to move back inside. So uh, tell us a little bit about our plans as we consider that move.
Sure. Like we said, that we are considering figuring out what it is that will work best for us at St. Luke's. And the best way we can do that is by asking you, those who are attending worship. So in the next week or so, you're going to see a survey or two coming out. There's going to be one about worship locations in terms of this very short term as we get into July. What that will look like at St. Luke's. There will also be some surveys that are coming out as we try to navigate as a community what re-entry into normal will look like. I don't know that normal will look like it's always looked, but it's an opportunity for us to just hold our horses, take a step back, and really look at what is the vision and mission of St. Luke's and what is the best way forward to help us accomplish that as a community. So while there is a survey coming out, there's one that is about short-term worship. And then there's another one that's coming out in 2 parts. And one is geared toward families who have kids, high school, 8th grade and under, especially knowing that kids 11 and under cannot be vaccinated yet. And then pretty much the same survey, just words critiqued or shifted around a little bit to make sense, will be coming out to the entire congregation. And we're going to take a look at that and have that be a starting block to what we would put together as we return to worship and normal life come end of the summer and into fall. By no means are those surveys going to be the be all end all. They're just going to continue to help shaping conversation with the staff and with council and with cabinets as we dream together what this fall at St. Luke's is going to look like.
Right. And I think that it's really important to realize that, one of the things that COVID-19 has demonstrated is that there's a lot of different opinions about how to deal with these kinds of things. And the congregation is no different. We have a lot of different people that have a lot of different feelings as well. And so we want to understand what our congregation is telling us. I mean, we want to be safe. Without safety will always be the number one priority. But beyond that, we also want to do the kind of caring congregation that listens carefully to what its members are saying. And then we will, based on that information, we will pass that along as staff to leadership and then make final decisions. So
and I think it's
important,
helpful to know that this isn't going to be the only survey that comes out. I mean, things keep changing so fast, and what seems like a great idea, for June 15th might not even apply or work come July 1st. So please keep watching your email. The goal is to keep them short and concise so that they don't get redundant. But we do know that some of those opinion pieces, they change as the world continues to change.
Right. And as we start to, understand what people are seeking, looking for, that'll help us to sharpen the question
Right.
as we move forward. So if you get a survey, please fill it out. Fill it out as soon as you
Please.
can, and then get them back to us. And we're not trying to overburden you, but we are trying to really get a sense, the heartbeat of St. Luke's, and make the best make the best decisions we can do, the most informed decisions we can make going forward. So thanks for sharing about that. So we've got some pretty exciting things coming up. Talk to us a little bit about June 6th.
June 6th is our summer kickoff, and the details are coming together. We are so excited. Following worship on the 6th, so starting roughly about 11, we are going to keep those barriers up on Cedar Street. That was one of the extended times we already had in our permit with the city. So the city knows, our neighbors know that we'll be having this celebration. There will be food. There will be fun, there will be music, there'll be a magician, there'll be face painting, there'll be games, there'll be prizes, because prizes are always fun, as well as just some yard games. It's a chance to just be community. What we're hearing from our informal surveys of verbal conversations with folks is how desperately people are just missing seeing one another. And so this is a chance just to gather as a community, to meet face to face, even if we are in masks. There are a number of people each week that I get to meet for the first time. If you can imagine, it's quite fun to meet people now that we're worshiping, but it's really funny to think that I'll be here for 7 months or so before I'll have my first sanctuary worship at St. Luke's. So it's been a joy, but it's been a ride.
Right, exactly. So you had mentioned all the different things that are going on. We're also going to have Norm Maskey's coming back and doing balloons, animal balloons. He did that several years ago at a Cedar Street celebration, and so he'll be there with us as well. There'll be, as you said, lots of games, lots of fun. So it should be just a ball, but it's nice and tight as well, because a lot of people have lots of things going on. So by 12:30 that day, we should be closing her up and off to the next thing. So
Exactly. So those of you who really like knowing the schedule, whenever church is done, we'll flip the area. So assuming we have everything set up and ready to go by 11, we'll have about 45 minutes of games and face painting and all those kinds of wandering around activities. And our comedic magician, which I'm excited to see what that means, he said his thing is about 45 minutes and then we'll be done. We'll get
that'll be
cleaned up
great.
and out of the way.
That will be great. That should be lots of fun.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Terrific. So I was reading in the newspaper and then got some information from someone that from our ministerial association about a crane project. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So the Park Ridge Public Library, they are working on collecting 1,000 paper cranes this summer and hanging them in various artistic fashion throughout the library as a part of their COVID art projects for the summer. So they had reached out to us and all of the area congregations to see if we would help to create the paper cranes. They do have a team in place that'll help string them and get them hung up at the library, but they do need help making those cranes.
Sounds cool. So we're going to encourage our students to do that. If those who remember from our Zoom conversation a year ago, Sylvia Shee, a member of our congregation, who's also in seminary for Christian education, helped kids make cranes last year as a part of our Zoom call. So we're going to ask her. We hope that she will also maybe create a video to be able to go through that process with our kids, and so that they can see how to make cranes, and it'll be another touch point. So very, very exciting. Yeah. So anything else that we need to talk about today? I think we've covered most everything.
You know, it's typical Midwest weather. Hot, cold, wet, dry. We got it all.
Kidding. No kidding. So
We are looking forward to the long weekend. That idea of a 3-day weekend has really become over the years a staple in American culture. So whatever you and your family are doing, we hope that it's fun. We hope that it's safe. It looks like we have good indoor weather and good outdoor weather, depending on which project you need to take on. So,
right.
Friday and Saturday, open the windows and paint away, or over the, Sunday, Monday, finish up that planting.
That's right. And I will have to say, I've been traveling a little bit longer than I used to, and traffic is starting to build up a little bit more. People are out and about, which is good.
Yeah.
I think people are reopening and getting back to work, getting back to being outside. And so things are kind of getting back to some
Absolutely.
sense of normalcy. And we hope to do that here at St. Luke's as well in a very, very short period of time as we follow the science and follow the decrees of the state of Illinois. So we look forward to doing that.
Perfect. Again, I know it's probably beating the dead horse, but if you're having trouble finding a vaccine, whether it's for a kid that's newly able to do it or someone who just hasn't been able to find one locally, there are a number of folks here who would be more than happy to help you locate and get an appointment for that.
Super, super. All righty. Well, you have a great weekend.
You too.
And we look forward to seeing you folks on Sunday at
Yes.
10 a.m. outside. It should be a wonderful day.
Sounds great. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.